Hello, how's it going, my friends? I am still recovering from strep throat. We're doing so fabulous here. Two things today. Super simple. We're not doing too much. We're keeping it mellow, keeping it easy. I would like to today string up the line for the sweet peas. I have some black twine. I originally was planning on doing this, and then I thought I could find some type of netting, and I actually thought about using the willow thing that I had put right there. I'll show you that in a second. I had thought about ordering some more of those. Do you guys hear the birds? They're so loud right now. I thought about ordering more of those, but they're kind of expensive. They're like $24 a piece. And so I've decided against that because that would be very expensive, although it would be really beautiful. I also am thinking about another thing, but that'll be for when the sweet peas are done. So we're just going to stick with twine. There's a storm of brewing, and so I'm sorry if the audio's a little rough today. And then I want to show you guys a couple things. So let's actually just start off with me showing you one of the things, and then we'll do the sweet peas, and then we'll go up to the front and I'll show you the other thing. So not too long ago, I had installed this lattice thing back here, which I really love it. It's really pretty, very cottagey, and I really like having it. It's what you see through the greenhouse window. And I think I would like to plant a couple sweet peas down in the ground down there. I think that would be really pretty. I do have a couple sweet peas left in the back, and so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put them inside the greenhouse. I wanna grow one plant inside, and I thought it would be so stunning to grow it in a container and have it just grow inside the greenhouse and have sweet peas during the winter time growing. Wouldn't that be divine? And then I would like to just do a couple sweet peas back here in this area. So I'll put like 2 of them back there, and then that'll fill in back there. You probably already saw, you probably noticed a little glimpse of it, but I got my table legs in for the greenhouse. So I've got 3 of them in here, and that's what we're gonna do. So we'll have one in the middle and then one on each side there. We're gonna stain them, and then we're gonna do a really pretty wood top, and then I will go through and I will frame it out so there'll be a nice chunky frame on it. But these are super solid. These are really nicely built. I'm really impressed with them. I like the knotting on them. I think they're just pine, so I don't think they're anything too special, but they are really pretty. It's from a place called Carolina Lake Company or something like that. I found them online. I read, I think, 4 reviews, and I was like, yeah, cool, I like them. And so I ordered them, and I could not be happier with them. From time of ordering them to getting them was 2.5 weeks, so really fast, honestly. And I don't quite remember how much I paid for them, but it was a couple $100. I think it was $260. Oh, let me look. I just looked it up. Total order was $202. There was a online discount or something. It was originally $225. Somehow I got it for $202. So I got a little over $20 off. I got $23 off. So that's not bad, I don't think. I wanted really chunky, really pretty legs, and so I'm really happy with them. Then the plan will be, I would like to get little curtains, because there's gonna be some infrastructure things down there, and there'll be trash cans and things like that, my seed box. And so I'll do a tension rod in between the legs, and then I can hang some type of pretty fabric. I probably would do something not so sheer. I'm kind of looking at maybe doing something a little cottagey, some really tight buffalo, not buffalo plaid, some really tight picnic style plaid in a soft cream buttery yellowy color. I don't know. I think that would be really pretty, lining the front of that, and then it can hide trash cans, it can hide seeds, it can hide all the not so pretty things, and then have a really deep rich color brown leg. I don't really want red tones in it. And then have a deep rich countertop, and then we will have a sink in there, and I'm going to do a really small sink. I don't want something big. I just need something that I can set a pot in, something I could just rinse my hands off really quick. Nothing large, if that makes sense. And then I would also like to, underneath the sink, have a small hose. So one of those little metal hoses, that I can just turn it on, and then I can water all of the seedlings over on this side that way. And really exciting, my ranunculus needs some water, but they have started to wake up, which is so exciting. I know they're going through water like crazy because they're waking up and trying to stay plump. So I actually should probably water those really quickly. Let me do that. It's so exciting to get the legs in for the table and to see things really just starting to like kind of come along into the greenhouse. Next step is going to be the mortar on the walls and the floor. That's probably not going to happen for probably like, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks from now it'll happen. We're just kind of taking it slow. I think I'm kind of project out, you know, if that makes sense. So I think I'm done with projects. It's been a year of projects. And so I think that we're project out. I have the legs, I have the flooring, I have to do the mortar on the inside walls, and then we'll do the flooring, and then we'll get water in. We already have it piped, we just have to get the water in through the pipe, and then it'll be building the table. So it'll be this winter, December, January, by the time we get all that done, which is kind of a bummer because I mean, I am moving things in, but I would like to like really start moving things in, but I just don't have the energy to want to do another project. The last thing we're gonna do before I show you the front, the only thing we're really doing today is stringing up my sweet peas. Super simple, super easy. If you saw our last video, I placed sweet peas back here, which I am so excited about. Also, look at the fall color. So I need to give them some type of support to be able to climb up, and so they don't flop, otherwise they will just grow on the ground. So I have to give them some type of climbing support, and so all I'm going to do is take it and I'm going to tack it at the top, and then I'm going to tack it at the bottom, and it'll be able to wind its way up and be able to climb. That's what sweet peas need to do, is they need to be able to climb. This is only going to probably get me a little bit of time until I can figure out something a little bit more permanent for these guys. They're going to need something a little bit sturdier than just a piece of twine. So I am thinking about maybe going in with that metal wire that I have. I just don't have the mental capacity or the energy right now. I'm so sick, it's not even funny. I just don't have the energy to do all of that. So I can do something temporary, and then I know it's going to be more work in the long run, but we're doing not great over here right now. So let's go ahead and get the string. Whew, spaced out on that one. String attached to the fence. Super simple. String and tacks. We're keeping it really classy around here. What I originally thought I was going to do was each one of these individually, but I feel like that would be kind of a pain, because I have to walk around with my tacks and my twine and my clippers. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to walk around and I'm just going to do tacks first, and then I will go through with my twine and my clippers, because that way I can cut the string. Otherwise I'm sitting there juggling three things. So we'll do tacks. Get this show on the road, Robbie. The storm is coming so bad. I'm so excited. I absolutely love the rain. Fall is my favorite time of the year. I think I'm gonna ask Brent for help right now. Yeah, I think this is gonna turn into a little bit more than I want it to be. And so I'm gonna ask him if he'll help me do the stringing of all of this, like, cause it's gonna be a lot of up and down. And so I think that'll make it go a lot faster. I also fear that he's probably gonna tell me that he doesn't like the tack situation and that he's gonna wanna do something else, which is fine. And I won't be surprised, but I'm gonna let him do that if that's what he wants to do. So I'm gonna go grab him, see if he'll help me. and then we can finish this project. I'm really excited to get the sweet peas done though. My brain is just not braining. I probably should not be out here right now.
What you're doing.
Here, do you want to just throw, what's your place, and you can throw a screw in right there. Sweet peas are now trellised up or trained up, whatever you want to call it, that's fine by me. Brent came out here and he was like, why are we using tacks? I was like, I don't know, I didn't want to get the screws. So he went and he got the drill and the screws, and he did all the screws, he undid all my tacks. And then we did the lines together. And so I've got screws here up at the very top, you can see. And then I just did my black twine here, and then that runs all the way down to the very bottom. And then there's a screw down there, and then the sweet peas are trellised up that. And that's what will grow, give them support. This is not like a nylon, it's like a cotton. So I don't anticipate it holding up for a super long time. But until they get some growth on them, they'll be fine. And then my plan is to go in with the metal wire. Like I said, almost no energy over here. And so when I have time to recover. Also, it just started raining. I just felt a raindrop. Then I'm going to go in with the metal wire, which I do my espalier on, and I will attach it to the screws on the top, and then I will run it down to the screws on the bottom, and then that will give it something else that it can attach itself to. It's just, if I did the metal wire also right now, it would just like stick out like such a sore thumb. It's just not the prettiest, so I don't really want to do that. Anyways, yeah. And the other thing I wanted to show you guys was my front porch. I decorated it for fall-ish. Usually I go all out, and I love fall is my favorite time of year. Halloween is my favorite time of year. Fall, I love to decorate for those holidays. Me being sick, and then everything kind of going on with like my grandparents, I just haven't had like the motivation to do that. And so this year's fall porch is very minimal, and I didn't take you guys along with me. I had fully intended to take you guys along with me, and I was going to do something really big and something really grand. I was going to get pumpkins. I was going to refabric the chairs that are up there. I was going to do all kinds of things. I had this vision of a grapevine garland that I was going to do. I've done it in the past, and I loved it, and I wanted to go bigger this year. No, we're keeping it so minimal. So sweet peas are done. This is exciting. I have a boatload of them. I have 6 left. 2 or 3 of them are going to go on the lattice that's behind the greenhouse that I showed you guys. And then I would like to, I think, plant 2 of them inside the greenhouse and see how well they grow this wintertime inside the greenhouse. Because why not? How cool would it be to have sweet peas growing in the greenhouse? I think that would be so cool. And have that be like, I mean, get sweet pea blooms in like December or something maybe. I think that would be really cool. And then, yeah, let's go up to the front and I'll show you guys my front porch. Prepare to be underwhelmed. So this year's front porch, super simple. Very, very minimal. It's a little dirty. We just had a little windstorm. But I have my terracotta pumpkin ghost. I love those. I found them locally. I don't have a source for them. I get questions every year when I show them. I unfortunately do not have a source for them. And then I've got just some faux pumpkins up here. Those are some DIY terracotta ones. I did them in a video recently. And then my DIY terracotta pumpkin, all of those ones were an orange color, and I think they turned out really, really good. I've got just a little simple welcome mat, or not a welcome, I've got a simple little welcome pillow. My plan was to put fabric on those. I wanted to refabric them, and I have this like tan fabric that matched the welcome wording in there. I just, you know, no longer want to. And then I also have, I love to do a layered look with a welcome mat and a small rug. So I got this little checked, I love it. It's like so cute. I picked this up at Hobby Lobby, and then I also picked up the pumpkin at Hobby Lobby. So I thought that that was perfect. And then I did just go in with a little garland right there. So the goal was to do some vines wrapping around the door. I was going to get some really beautiful branches. I was going to forage them. I was going to kind of go like all out for fall. I wanted to do a lot of pumpkins up here. I really wanted to like deck it out because I love fall so much. I also love Halloween so much, and I don't think we're putting up any Halloween decorations this year. I might actually, I think I'm gonna put up one decoration this year. It was an inflatable that my grandmother gave me. This woman loved her inflatables. And she bought me an inflatable every year, and we have one. It's a witch inflatable, and so I think that we'll put that one up, but that's probably going to be the extent of it with being sick and, you know, life and everything. I just don't know if I have the energy to put it all up and then take it right back down. I think I'm going to save all of the energy for decorating for Christmas. Her 2 favorite holidays, Halloween and Christmas, and she went all out. So I think this year my goal is to go all out for Christmas. I want to do my Christmas village better than I've ever done it. I want to do everything better than we've ever done it. I want 10 times the amount of lights that we have on the house. I want our electric company to just really rake in the dollars. So I think that is going to be it for this video, my friends. Wah, wah, wah. Welcome to my minimal front porch. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And sweet peas and the table legs, which is really, really exciting. So thank you guys so much for visiting our garden. Thank you to Brent for helping me today. I honestly probably would have faded halfway through that project. So big thank you to him. Thank you guys for hanging out with us, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.